chat would be off because I ain't feel like try mode back on here again. And this is sad real comes up, comes out. Now I had the other message, it got cut off, so I'm gonna leave it there. But somebody is gonna think about what they thought about you, how they could have misjudged you or misunderstood you, some way they kind of placed you at a lower position when you were a very when you was like somebody's counterpart. You kind of like was the 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 person that could have been the person for them. Okay, but it's some communication around with the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer energy. There's some want to express something to you. Could be a Gemini as well, with Gemini on here too. So still keep on going with the energy. So like I said, you gotta hear the Three of Cups. I mean, shit, not Three of Cups, but you gotta hear the Queen of Cups. That don't work either. I don't think anybody. Let's see, what's the journey? Okay, the journey come out with the Seven of Cups on top with the Wheel of Fortune. So your journey definitely could have had ups and downs. Well, that's every journey. It's not gonna be perfect. It was definitely some illusions around your direction, your path. Okay, it could be some illusions going on or will be happening in the past. I mean, in the past, it will happen in the past. But I've been saying the present energy too, because I got this reading as they got me thinking about um how can I say it? Past, present, future. Okay, so I'm looking at this right now too. Two on the time. So I'm looking around the past, especially the past energy showing up as South Node. Okay, something was kind of like something with the something was not as toxic as somebody was perceiving. Something was not as unhealthy as somebody was perceiving. Somebody was perceiving you as being toxic. And some other way they kind of, oh shit, the microphone ain't on. Can y'all hear me? I forgot that this thing, though, my sound ain't been working right. Okay. So Kendrick Lamar is playing right now. Yeah, the mic, I ain't have a mic on. I know it sound making a song. What I was saying was somebody could have perceived you as being very toxic in the past. Something about you was being perceived. It was illusion. So some illusion was not perceiving you in the wrong light. Okay, maybe you was operating. The South Node is about things we supposed to, this our learning time. This time we learning, you know, so before we get to our Jupiter, to our expansion. So you had to learn situations about what toxicity was, what unhealthy was, what unhealthy connections look like, what did not look like. But I feel like I was saying, I feel like somebody perceived somebody in a certain way that was kind of like, I feel like it's somebody could have been toxic. Somebody perceived them as not toxic. But we got released and limited belief. So if you did have a limited belief, or somebody have a limited belief about you, we have limited beliefs about someone, that energy is being released. You know, no longer like limiting your mind about a particular person. You are now more you're not narrow thinking about you're not somebody's not thinking limited about a person. You know, I'm getting energy like, you know how some people put people on pedestals as if this person can never do nothing wrong or they won't do nothing wrong. I feel like somebody's taking somebody out of a pedestal as well. That's what I'm getting to. Especially that South Node energy. It could be like an energy with, especially the Queen Coast here. You could like, I feel like somebody could have over romanticized a person or thought, I feel like somebody thought too highly of a particular person as well. But I feel like it's a lesson you had to learn, especially with that Jupiter, that not Jupiter energy, but with that South Node energy, you had to learn how to see people for what they are, for what they were. Okay, I'm saying because with the devil in reverse, it reads um releasing limiting beliefs, exploring dark thoughts. Like somebody want to see somebody in a particular way. They didn't want to see somebody in a particular way. Okay, especially Queen of Cups. I mean, somebody trying to see the best in someone or trying to see the best in a person. And because of that, it could have like lack of will, restoring control. I feel like it could have took some type of like took somebody lack of will or some type of like took somebody out of their comfort. Something makes me uncomfortable. Okay, somebody could lack resentment as well. Could have made somebody a little bit more resentful towards love relationships because of what their experience with somebody they kind of like had on a pedestal. I'm getting somebody on a pedestal, like somebody had somebody on a pedestal is what I'm getting. Somebody thought very highly of this individual until they, caused a lot of confusion. Okay, somebody caused a lot of confusion in somebody's life. You thought very highly of this person, but they brought a lot of confusion in your life. They could literally started your spiritual journey, or they played a major role in your spiritual journey. Because this somebody thought highly of. That normally be the ones that kind of like, you know, be the ones. But I'm telling you, your Knight of Wands, somebody was very scattered with their energy again with their Knight of Wands. Ten of Swords, I'm telling like somebody definitely betrayed this loving person, especially like a Queen of Cups. Somebody definitely like you could have got some type of communication that kind of like made you feel uneasy, made you feel discomfortable. And somebody could be thinking about how they viewed you or how they handled you in the past. You was meant to be loved by a particular person, and I feel like this person could not give you that love because they had limited thoughts. They have a limited belief when it came down to you or to love in general. You somebody could got caught in the crossfire of a situation, of a connection where all you wanted to be love, but you got caught up in something that was loveless too. With that Ten of Swords out here, it was like bound for it was like bound to be a lesson. It was gonna just like someone the moment you thought you found the one was the moment you learned a huge lesson. Because I feel like when we think we got it, that's the time when God, okay, now it's time for them to learn. Because they think they got in the bed, and boom, you gotta learn. You gotta learn a lesson. It's a lesson you had to learn at that time, especially as a Queen of Cups. So you somebody that pulled your heart into a situation, into a person. Like I feel like somebody thought very highly of somebody. That's what I'm getting right now. Six of Wands. So I do feel like you could be in an injury where you are recognizing yourself with public recognition. I feel like you could be literally recognizing yourself. Scorpio energy. I feel like there's a lot of confusion around a lot of illusion around your journey and who you are and who you are becoming. Okay, because it states opportunity with the Seven of Cups, wishful thinking, choices, illusion, searching for purpose, daydreaming. So after you came up out of this Ten of Swords with this individual you had on this pedestal, after you came up out of this, okay, this because when I think about the Knight of Wands, even though it's in the upright, I'm thinking about somebody that's kind of very, that's impulsiveness, but I want to say scattered. So with that, I don't know. This message, like, I don't want to. It's like I feel like I don't. It's like I want to get this message, but the problem feel like they don't want this message to get out. I don't know. I just feel like some of them want this message to get out. But I'm saying public recognition out here. I feel like I'm struggling to give this message. There could have been an injury somebody. Somebody was struggling to see the truth about a person. Because I feel like somebody didn't want to see somebody in a particular way, Why I keep feeling this spirit? Somebody want to see somebody in a particular way, yeah. Ace source from reverse. Somebody did not have the clarity on the person. And I feel like in a way somebody did not even want to see it. Okay? It says with the ace source in reverse, threats, victims, delays, bad timing, obstacles, unclear thinking. Okay, disruptions, lack of planning, abuse of power, sabotage, exploration, exploration, like somebody being exploited. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, mistress. So like, I just feel like somebody will not want to see somebody in their truth. Somebody want to see that somebody want to see didn't want to see. This is what I'm getting. I know I feel like I'm struggling with this Saturday road comes up, goes out. But that's how I'm getting it. And it took a deep portrayal for somebody to see somebody more clearly. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like sometimes people had that they had them damn not even them rose colored glasses on when they just don't see somebody for who they are, or how somebody had a limited. Somebody like did not want to entertain some dark thoughts about a person. Okay, somebody not want to see the truth about a particular person, and because of that, they had to face a ten of swords. They had to face that betrayal. Somebody could have been getting the thoughts that something about a person was not right, but somebody want to entertain the thoughts. They just, I'm just thinking negative. Or this negative thought. I'm not going to listen to negative thought the whole time. That thought needed to be entertained. But somebody was just convinced themselves that, oh, that's just a negative thought. That's not real. I know how they feel. Been there, done that. So I can understand how that feels, okay? But I feel like after that betrayal, I feel like this set you on the path on your journey, okay? It moves you forward on your journey, 11 on time with the Queen of Cups. Like I said, the Ten of Swords is destruction, failure, make a break in a relationship, breakdown, stop suffering, time to let go, miserable, loss, bankruptcy, going down, bad condition, fatal disease. Okay, somebody had to come about something that was very unhealthy, but it took this Ten of Swords to make somebody see something or someone more clearly. Because with the Seven of Cups, I feel like somebody was like in the whole illusion about a illusion that came down to a person. Somebody want to see this energy for who they were. Baby, you already had one of those. Okay, so the Page of Cups come out here. It says creative opportunities and two of the messages. Like I said, somebody was getting a message, especially if you were Queen of Cups. If you are Pisces, a Cancer, or Scorpio, you was definitely getting a message about this person for the Ten of Swords even happen. Okay, but somebody wanna entertain the dark thoughts. Somebody thought the dark thoughts were just negativity, but it was actually intuitive message. Somebody was actually getting downloads. Okay, so it says curiosity, possibilities, happy surprise, dreamer. I want to say somebody was like in a fantasy land, and it's somebody had the person on this pedestal. They had him on this pedestal. Okay, somebody was just like living in a dream. It was like literal fantasy, like rose-colored glasses. Somebody was very Somebody was like part of your South Node. It was just gonna be a lesson. Somebody was meant to be a lesson. So you could be receiving new love with the Page of Cups. They do speak about new love out here, especially with the Journey card. You could be being a Scorpio. Don't have to be being a Scorpio, but you could be a Scorpio that's gonna have more options or more choices in love. With the Ten of Wands, not the Ten of Wands, but with the Wheel of Fortune, somebody Ten of Wands significant too. Ten of Four of Wands, but with the Wheel of Fortune, the old right number 10, things gonna turn for the better for you. Okay, I feel like you did go through some type of deep betrayal, some type of crisis. It was all meant to kind of like Ten of Swords. What was this meant to do for this individual? I know it's meant to, I guess wake you up to life, wake you up out of a dream. Yeah, Six of Swords help you move on. It was there to help you clear yourself, clear your mind. I feel like in the delusion, somebody was not seeing clearly. So this betrayal, that Ten of Swords was there. It was painful, but it was there to help you move forward, come out of a situation. Queen of Swords, I feel like be more discerning about where you give your love, where you place your time, your energy. And it's an energy about like not necessarily saying make people work for, but like, you know what I'm saying? Not being so easy. Okay, it's an energy about not being so easy, okay, with people. That's something someone had to learn about not being so easy. With the Queen of Cups giving me very easy. But somebody could be now more discerning, not being so not living in a fantasy world, like seeing people for who they are, not for who they want them to be as well. So with the Six of Swords clarifying, the Ten of Swords says transition, change, leaving behind, releasing baggage, moving on. So this can be an energy that you are now embodying. So the Aquarius energy being more connected with your discernment. I feel like being more willing to detach from the fantasy. Okay. From the what it can be. Being more being more able to detach from the potential of situations, and that's just seeing it for what it is. Because I'm where this is what I feel. I just feel like somebody was just in a dreamland. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Something was never going to work. With the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, something was not going to ever work. That's what I'm getting to. Okay, I feel like somebody could not. I feel like in a way, in relationships, we don't want to see that. We want it to work. I'm like, nah, we can make it work. I can make it work. I feel like somebody just wanted to make something work. Okay, and it just was not going to work with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We got a Wheel of Fortune open up right out here for your future. But I'm saying, but you had to move forward in order to receive the Wheel of Fortune in reverse in the upright. Because if you did not, the Wheel of Fortune stayed in reverse. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse says failure, wrong turn, sluggishness, unfortunate. Okay, unfortunately, disappointment, dead end, resist the beneficial change. It will get worse before improving. Okay, it will get worse before improving better. Okay, so that's why somebody had to see that something was not going to get better. It was just only going to get worse before it can even get close to better. And it's going to get worse. And I feel like somebody's now saying that. Okay, somebody's now. I feel like the rose-colored glasses of who I'm talking to. The rose-colored glasses have came off. You have took those bad boys off. Okay, you could be now like I want to say you could be now exploring all your thoughts, not pushing none of them down, entertaining all of them, and being aware and paying attention. Okay, I feel like you could be really now paying more attention. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you're paying more attention to what God is trying to show you, even coming out of your finances, okay, even coming out of your stability, your structure, the material world. How do your feet bear when you're connected to certain people? I feel like somebody's now paying more attention and to what's going on around them, not living in no dreamland, not on no wishful thinking, coming out of people that has a limited belief system, or could be having a limited belief system about you. I feel like somebody's now just seeing things just from a different point of view. Okay, especially come down to the Two of Cups. But then when I say love life, like not just entertaining everything that come their way. They can be injured too. Like no, I can't have clarity around and then somebody that ain't right. So if you have it's an injury around, you have confusion around individual, you deal with confusion around people, you're not staying in confusion. That's another thing. You're not staying in confusion. That night of ones, that young energy, that impulsive, fast moving energy, you can't really pinpoint the hell going on with them. Can't really seek and find clarity around it. You're not dealing with it. That's south, no, that's past, and just give me young energy, childish energy. You could be detaching from situation, people like that, especially with devil and reverse attachment. You are not being bound to your past life or your past self. Okay, you're no longer being bound to that. Okay, you could be, I feel like seeking clarity. Like if it don't come with clarity, it come with confusion, and somebody's not entertaining it. So the Ace of Cups is new opportunities, an authentic start. The financial situation improves. Prosperity, salary increase, victory, success, recognition, and advancement. So you will start to see your life starting to advance. Okay, this one to come out. Yeah, high priestess energy. So you could be intuitively knowing that your life into advance. You finna start to feel more advanced spiritually as well. Okay, spiritual to now explore all your thoughts, including the dark ones. If you are feeling like something is coming to you back to back to back to back, even when you are in a calm state, Spirit says something you need to take note or take notice, especially if you are a high priestess. Okay, high priestess. It says secrets, enlightenment. Look at the inner, understand emotions, subconscious, hidden problems, initial memory, mystery knowledge, hidden wisdom. So spirit wants you to start to tap in. Trust what you are receiving, because you are a high priestess. Okay, you are a high priestess or a high priest. So you got to really trust and discern what's going on around you, especially something triggering you, something you need that south node, that past energy is something to literally like to pay attention to, because you ain't go through it for nothing. You ain't go through no 10 of swords to go through another 10 of swords. Like, no. You're not repeating cycles. Okay, you're not repeating cycles. I'm telling you, the star energy. You're not repeating cycles, and you should not be with the 10 of Wands. Who wants to carry another burden? You are already releasing, or you already got to release baggage, not pick it back up. You have healed enough to know what's gonna be a weight on you, what's gonna be too heavy for you to carry. I'm not carrying it. Okay, a lot of people saying you're not carrying it. Like I said, especially as a high priestess, you have the intuition to know, the discernment now to know to trust your thoughts, even the dark ones. Okay, because I feel like I say, I feel like somebody was just really thinking like, oh, I'm just being negative. No, they can't be that. And then boom, it was just damn that. And I'm not saying you manifested it, but spirit was trying to give somebody like warnings or give somebody that nudge to like, yo, this ain't this. You don't. It's not real. It's not real. The Ace of Swords. Something was not truthful. You didn't have clarity around it. That really should have been enough understanding right there that somebody was not good for you. They was not never giving you clarity. They was not never giving you a clear, like they was not never giving you a clearance or a clear. Something was not never clear with this Two of Cups. Okay, with this devil, this Two of Cups, something was never clear with this night energy, this flighty, this fast moving energy, this always on a go type of person. Something was never clear with them. Okay, says or it could never. You have some people that just never give you, they never just really tell you. I know actions speak louder than words, but both of them have been in balance. I feel like somebody never really expressed. I feel like with this communication, you could be somebody that needed that type of I want to say acknowledgement or that type of communication with the Queen of Cups out here. You needed that clear conversation, that clear because something was not clear, just wasn't clear. Nope. And that's why at the Ten of Swords it was happening, because it was gonna happen anyway. It was bound to happen. So now somebody can be moving on with the Six of Swords, learning their lesson. Whatever that was in the past, you're learning from it. You're gonna start seeing progression in your future. Okay, future. So say the Star card is Aquarius energy, hope, calm, faith, purpose, renewal. Okay, spirituality, good fortune, rejuvenation. That's why the high priestess out here. Somebody had to go through something as a high priestess. Okay, it is part of like who you had to become. You had to experience that level of betrayal in order to learn how to trust yourself. It kind of like that's kind of how it always began. Your Seven of Swords, that something or somebody was not trustworthy. But like I said, somebody had somebody on this damn pedestal. And just, and it's okay because everybody being in that little rose colored glass, even in love, you just don't want to see somebody for who they are or what they're capable of until they actually do it. You're like, damn, that was it's like I want to thought, they would have did this, or they would have handled me like this, or they would betrayed me like this, or this would have happened like this with them. Especially you was in love, especially was in love with them, with the Queen of Cups, especially was in love with them with the Two of Cups. But like I said, it was never clarity. Somebody never really gave you that clarity. They never did. You think back on the conversations, they never planned a future with you. They never really gave you that clarity, like, this is this with us. This is where I want us to be. Okay, somebody never really had that conversation. And that's that. And we think back on it, that's enough for you to be like, yeah, this shit was never signed, sealed, and delivered. It was never clear. It was never clear. Somebody was never clear. Okay, just that it was not. It says Seven of Swords, deception, and whoever this person, they did it intentionally. They kept you in this illusion intentionally. They never gave you that clarity intentionally, so they can't stay flighty. They can't stay. Somebody did something intentionally to keep you unclear about them. Okay, Seven of Swords is trickery, sabotage, hidden or illegal tactics, indirect action, warning. Somebody did this intentionally to keep you very unclear what came down to them and you in your life. Okay, Temperance out here. I feel like now you could be finding more of a balance in your life outside of what this connection was. You will know if somebody was good for you by how you feel after you left the relationship. Because this to me is getting a relationship with a beloved Venus, with the devil and the Two of Cups. Somebody's now seeing how balanced they are without someone. So if you have been down a cycle with this person more than once. You're finding peace in their absence. Okay, this is gonna be your confirmation. Okay, because I'm saying balance, harmony, moderation, patience, being sensible, purpose, finding meaning. Okay, you're now finding more meaning within your life. Okay, finding more meaning, and you are going to start to see progress in that knowing. Okay, yeah, the anxiety song. Somebody's watching me. It's playing. What's in that clear blue water? What's it? You could find yourself less anxious without somebody too. Maybe your anxiety has came down a lot without being attached to a particular person. You felt very anxious or very, yeah, I'm saying like anxious, very anxiety, like something about your anxiety. Okay, you could have like the whole space is in reverse and the heal the ouch is in reverse. I feel like somebody could not heal with a particular individual. Okay, this one here the anxiety. Mercury, like I'm saying in reverse, somebody lack communication. Lack communication, bro. Somebody's not worrying about somebody, but somebody definitely lack communication. Word in reverse. I'm learning that word doesn't change the outcome. Somebody's landing his goals not and not worrying about it no more. It's end up not being worried. Worrying is not good for your health. Okay, somebody understanding that. Somebody's letting it go because it never brought clarity. I'm saying magical shapeshifter in reverse. Something was never changing. I'm saying the one ring circus 15. That is the devil card. Somebody could want you to feel alone in something, or want you to feel alone in a relationship. In a relationship, but you feel alone. Okay, energy, please. Yeah, I'm saying not alone. It says loneliness. I know that I'm never alone in reverse. A lot of y'all could be somebody felt alone. But still want you to know that you're never alone. Okay? Self-esteem. Something took a hard hit to somebody's self-esteem as well. But it's something you could be working on, building your self-esteem. It says I pose gifts of the soul that benefits me and others. With the high priestess out here, you will always be a benefit to not just yourself but other people. But somebody like something was supposed to make you betray yourself, not trust yourself, and not have no self-esteem. It says trust. It says that I understand. I accept my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Like I said, somebody want to listen to their inner voice at one point, but you listen to it now. What I'm talking to now, you take very much more. You pay more attention to how you're feeling inside, or what you are receiving or hearing. Okay, within you. Okay, you pay more attention to that. You don't push it down no more. Okay, failure in reverse. Okay, with Dragon Liar, you're not a failure. Okay, you was never a failure. Even that thought tried to creep in. Still want you to know you was never a failure. So that's significant too. Still want you to say that. That's a 19. That's normally I think the Sun card. Okay, it says touching the earth, planting something new. So you might be guys to start planting something new in reverse. You've been guys to plant something new, or whoever was attached to you cannot start something new. There could be something too. Somebody cannot plant something new after betraying you. It might be hard for somebody else to move on from you after betraying you. There could be a message too. Yeah. This can't make out again. The magical shapeshifter. Somebody cannot transform or cannot change something about their life after betraying someone into the unknown. Yeah, they don't know. Somebody don't know how to use their magic no more. Or somebody don't know how to tap into their creativity, because management and my creativity too. Somebody don't know how to manifest without somebody too. That's what I'm saying too. Into the unknown. Come together. Somebody want to come back towards someone too. I feel like this person could want to come back towards you as well. That's like they can't move on from you. And that's kind of how it goes. Like the one that got away type energy. Okay? That's what I'm getting to. The betrayal hurt them more than it hurted you, but I feel like it's hurting them now. That's what I'm getting to. Rock bottom in reverse. So I feel like you're not at rock bottom. You're not at rock bottom. You're not at rock bottom. We're gonna leave it at purpose in reverse. And everything aliens come out reverse. What the world? Aliens come out reverse. So somebody feel like they cannot find their purpose. Now, I'm gonna read this as if this is the other person. Now, I don't take it as a resonate, but it says I know what I'm here to do. Somebody just is completely lost without somebody. I'm telling you, like clarity, somebody's lacking the clarity. And I feel like that's the same space they had you in at one point. That's the same space they're in now. That's what I'm getting to. The same way they had you lacking clarity, feeling lost majority of the time. That's what they're dealing with. Yeah, it says clarity in reverse. Planning, releasing illusion. Somebody cannot release the illusion they had you in. Now they're stuck in it. That could be that too. That's what I'm getting to right now. So the same illusion they had you in, now they're stuck in it. The clarity they did not want to give you throughout the relationship, they're now dealing with that same illusion. They cannot find clarity and come down to what happened or why it happened or why they did what they did or why they did not give you the clarity you need when you was there. That could be that too. Stargate, send your sights higher. You could be just saying your sights higher. I feel like you just one that's kind of like the one that got away. Your harvest, gathering your blessings. I feel like you could be in this energy of coming closer to your blessing, or you could out here receive your blessing. You know that God is with you. Whole space. The spirit is saying this whole space because I feel like God has something in store for you. Okay, especially with that journey and the wheel of fortune for the future. I feel like in the future can be anytime. Spirit wants you to stay devoted and committed to yourself, sage. So you could really be just kind of like on your own. You could literally be somebody that's tapped in as a sage, somebody that's supposed to guide others through what you have experienced. Okay, you can be somebody that's supposed to give clarity, sacred action, decisive focus. Okay, 17 could be a significant number. Life health 5 could be significant too. Life health 9, tenderness, true love, and compassion. So I feel like I told y'all in the beginning, I think before the message cut off, that somebody have real love coming towards them. Okay, I want you to understand that and believe that. I say that you have something real coming towards you because you have completed a cycle. Because 9 can give you completion too. Giraffes can be significant. You could have seen a giraffe, or you might see a giraffe on social media, a picture of teddy bears. A giraffe can be significant, be your confirmation. Yeah, peace is with you. Virgo could be significant too. I don't know how Virgo always end up in this deck. But now you can be somebody that pay more attention to details. Life path 6 can be significant too. Peace. I'm a being of love and I release all negative energy. So somebody have definitely been released. You have released somebody else's energy as well. Okay. The unexpected visitor. Somebody could want to pop up on you. Or something could take place unexpectedly for you. What is unexpected visitor energy? What is that? Yeah, death. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings, okay? So that's giving me transformation, that's giving me change. It also giving me an unexpected passing. But but this that ain't gonna be for everybody. But I know people die every day. I mean, people pass over every day. Like I said, Virgo is now who if you are a Virgo, or you could just be embodying this energy where you are paying more attention to details when it comes down to people, places, situations around you. And I feel like it's a good energy. I feel like I said, whoever I'm speaking to at this time had on rose-colored glasses, and love can blind. Love can blind you. Somebody, I feel like whoever you was dealing with, you had them on this pedestal. Okay, somebody has on the pedestal, and I know everybody not gonna want to accept that, but love can make you see past somebody bullshit. It can make you not it can make you not see the clarity that you're not receiving. Because I feel like somebody did not want to give you that clarity. You lack clarity in a relationship. You never had a full understanding of where it was actually going. It's kind of like we're just gonna go with it, and it's kind of like, but where we going? Type of energy too. Okay, I feel like no clarity. Yeah, wisdom awareness. It was never enough awareness about this connection. And that's a 3 empress. Like somebody wants somebody to know they want you lost. So and maybe this that's they lost, bro. You got away. You moved away from this though. Madison Garden, be open to healing information. A lot of y'all could be open yourself up to healing information, going towards things that do give you clarity, that do give you that understanding, that do fulfill you. Okay, find fulfillment in other places. It says birth. It says I'm gonna say something about your birthright, but it says bright heart, light, open connection. So I feel like you could go on towards more healthy connections. I say to you. So you could be about to experience or experiencing more healthy, more connections that bring the clarity, not the confusion. And yeah, wow, look at here. In this card, clarity. I know you cannot see it, but that's the word clarity right there. I'm like I said, somebody was not giving the clarity. And yeah, shit, who wanna be so confused? Who wanna be in confusion? Like, come on, man. Eventually you wake up and see, like, man, I ain't got time for this. I want peace in my life. That's why Six of Swords is out here. I want peace. I want tranquility. I want harmony. I don't want the South Node. I don't want that type of energy. Somebody want to level up their energy. Okay. And I feel like with that devil, I feel like somebody just kind of like, I just feel like whoever you was as high priest, you was getting the messages though. You was getting the message that something was not. And I feel like sometimes we want to think positive. I want to think positive. I'm not going to think about that. I'm not going to think about that. But you're a high priestess. Sometimes you have certain thoughts you need to like look into it. Okay, and especially with high priestess. Sometimes your thoughts are just thoughts. Your thoughts can literally be downloads. Okay, but somebody want to trust that, and I understand it happens like that. But once that betrayal hit, yes, pay attention. Then you start to take note. Like, hold on, man. My gut feel off about the situation. You start to be more alert, more aware, more. You pay more attention to the details after that betrayal. Okay, it takes that sometimes to wake us up. Okay, not say you become paranoid, but you do become more tapped in. You know that all that glitter ain't gold. You're gonna be the final message out when I pull out this deck right here. We're gonna close out because my phone gonna go dead. Energy, please, to close this message out. Yeah, instincts. All you had to do was follow your instincts. They was always there anyway. But you know, like I say, it is something. It takes stuff like that to make you want to trust your instincts more. Completion, full moon. A cycle is over for you. You are trusting yourself more. I say to you, you should feel more empowered. Okay, you'll be end up feeling more empowered because now you are trusting you. Okay. Yeah, activation. Okay. Yeah, something has activated in your life. Compassion, more love for yourself, more compassion with yourself, communion. You could be communion with the Most High more, or trusting your magic, earth magic, which is good for you. Which is good for you. Okay. One more, please. Thank you. Nurturing, like I said, nurturing yourself, Gaia, the mother, father, God within yourself. I feel like tapping in with earth, just being more, nurturing to yourself. I feel like loving on you, boosting the self-esteem, working on the self-esteem, because Robert Hapgood took a hard blow at that. You know what I'm saying? Because most time we go through situations like that, it takes a hard blow at our self-esteem. And you have to nurture yourself back to life. Okay, you have to nurture yourself back from this death. Okay, that terrible ending that was going to eventually bring a beautiful beginning, but you had to go through it, to create from it. Okay, alchemize from it. Like I said, the Wheel of Fortune is upright for you. I feel like your journey is going to be more. I want to say it's gonna be some, I guess, more love for yourself and more passion for yourself. Somehow passion again with the true love and compassion. It's gonna be more of a loving for yourself. Okay, all these clarity, all that in reverse. I feel like you're gonna see things more clearly. Okay, you're not a failure. Whatever had to end for a reason. But I want you to know that you do got the Six of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune out here. Do I know you are destined for greatness, or you are destined to be a light for others, or like you express yourself. Just express yourself too with a creative opportunity. Some of your creative opportunities is going to make a way for you. And we're gonna leave it there.